Steph Curry's single-season three-point record should be easier to break by now. I mean, that's the obvious assumption. When Steph made 402 threes in 2016, NBA teams averaged about 24 threes per game. Now, teams are taking around 37. The league has more spacing, more shooting, more pull-up threes, more deep threes, more bigs who can shoot, more role players who are encouraged to let it fly, and way more coaches who actually understand the value of the three-point line. The sport moved in Steph's direction, so the record should be in danger. Except, it isn't. Nobody has touched it. Only 10 seasons in NBA history have even cleared 300 made threes. Steph has 6 of them. James Harden is the only player who ever got close, and that took one of the strangest offensive seasons we've ever seen. So the real question is not, why hasn't anyone caught Steph yet? The real question is, what if the same three-point revolution that Steph created is the exact thing actually protecting his record? The NBA takes more threes now, but it also defends them differently. The league understands the math now. Teams know which shooters cannot be left, which actions need to be switched, which players need to be run off the line, and which shots they are willing to give up instead. Everyone learned from Steph, and that may be the problem. To break 402, a player needs way more than a green light. They need health, volume, efficiency, organizational freedom, and a shot diet that can survive the point when defenses have stopped giving them anything easy. They have to keep shooting enough for the math to work, even when every extra attempt gets harder to justify. This is why the record feels so different. It may be the rare record that became harder to break as the league evolved towards it. The 303 club is tiny. Steph Curry owns most of it. James Harden's 378 in 2019 is the only real scare. Anthony Edwards and Malik Beasley recently joined the list, but even they were still more than 80 makes away from 402. That gap is enormous. 83s is not some rounding error or a close call. It's the equivalent of a strong shooting season for a low-volume role player. That's more than one made three per game across an entire season. So when people say someone will break it eventually, I really think they underestimate the size of the jump. The league has caught up to Steph philosophically. The record has not moved with the league. And the reason is that people often think about this record in the wrong direction. They look at team volume and assume individual records should follow. Teams can take 43s a night by spreading attempts across 8 or 9 players. A player chasing 403 has to take on an absurd share of that volume by himself. And once one player becomes that dangerous, the defense starts treating the entire possession like a Steph prevention exercise. At that point, the question changes. Can the player keep taking enough threes for it to make sense? Can the team still function when defenses are selling out to stop those shots? Can the player keep finding attempts that are efficient enough to justify the chase? That's the real difficulty. A player doesn't get to break this record against normal defenses. They have to break the record against the league who knows it's coming.